Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. So we will start with the equation of circle today, year 1. And I will be discussing the whole topic using the concept, using past papers, because the concepts are not that difficult to discuss. Now, what is the equation of a circle? Okay, let's suppose this is a center of the circle A comma B. This is a point on the circle X comma Y. So if I draw a line, this is my radius. Can you say it forms a 90-degree triangle? This particular length is going to be x. This is x coordinate. So it's x minus a. And this is y minus b. Because this is y and this is b. So if you apply Pythagoras theorem, x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equals to the radius square. This is called equation of circle. Now what is a and b here? A comma b are is coordinates of the center of circle, and this is the radius of circle. Now let's suppose if you have something like x plus 4 the whole square minus plus. So the center is minus 4 comma 5. There should be a minus here, so it means a minus minus 4. And the radius is going to be under root 7. Now, how do we find out the center of the circle? Separate it out. Now, applying completing square to it, plus 2 square, which is 4 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 is it 5 upon 2 whole square. Now this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. This entire thing closes into a plus b the whole square. A minus b the whole square. 3 plus 4 plus 2.5 square gives you 53 upon 4. Now over here the center coordinates are minus 2 comma 5 upon 2, and the radius is under root 3.64. Alright. Now another thing to note is this is center of the circle. Remember, so this is going to be my 90 degree because the radius makes another most important to note is that if this gradient is negative 2, this gradient is going to be plus 2. Have same gradient with opposite signs. So this is an important concept. Now the next most important concept is that if this is a circle, and this is the diameter, the endpoints of the diameter make 90 degree with the circumference of the circle. Ninety degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. Other circle properties include center of the circle. When this goes on the circumference, if this is A, this is 2A. Angle in the same segment. All angles emerging from the same endpoints are the same. Cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite corners have a sum of have a sum of 180 degrees. Now let's look at the questions. Okay, find the equation of the circle for which AB is the diameter. So if AB is the diameter, the midpoint of AB will be the center. And AB divided by 2 will be the radius. You can say length of AB. How do we find out the midpoint? How do we find out the length? Divide by 2 is 5. Equation of circle. Next part is find the equation of the tangent to circle at the point B. So you know this is the center, this is 90 degrees, so the gradient of the tangent will be the negative reciprocal of the gradient of CB. C is the point 3, 1, B is the point 7, 4. Now the point is 7, 4. And the gradient that we will use will be minus 4 upon 3y because it is negative reciprocal. So if this gradient is 3 upon 4, this will be अच्छा नेक्स्ट आपके पास क्या चीज़ है फाइंड द इक्वेशन ऑफ द सर्कल विच इज़ अ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ सर्कल सी इन द लाइन टी यानी कि इस सर्कल की इक्वेशन निकालनी है अच्छा कैन आई से दिस इज़ द सेंटर सी tangent point and this is the center of reflected circle. Can I say this is the midpoint? Center is 3, 1. This is 7, 4. This is x, y. Let's find out the value of x, y. 11 comma 7 is the center of the circle. Radius will be the same because it's a reflected circle. That's going to be my answer. Now, let's look at the next question. Where the circle intersects the x-axis. X-axis means x comma 0. Put the value of y as 0. When you solve this, find the point of intersection of the tangents to the circles at so the circle crosses the x-axis at A and B. There are two tangents at A and B. And these two tangents intersect somewhere at T. So we have to find this. First, find equation of tangent. A is the point minus 7 comma 0. B is the point 11 comma 0. This is the center of the circle and center to the tangent is 90 degrees. Center of the circle आपको कैसे निकालना होगा? Okay, so through using completing square. Now, plus 2 square plus 3 square. A minus B the whole square plus now finding out the gradient of AC. So the gradient of tangents is going to be 3 and over here it's going to be minus 3. A point is now solve them simultaneously. You'll get full credit of 6 marks. Okay, now let's take a little difficult question now. Okay, what is A? A is the intersection of these two. A is the intersection point. Y is equals to 2x minus 1. अच्छा जी, इंटरसेक्टिंग द सर्कल एट दीज पॉइंट्स ए एंड बी, तो मेरे ए के कोऑर्डिनेट्स आ गए हैं विच इज़ गोइंग टू बी 1,1. Now find the volume when it is rotated about the x-axis. Volume you can see is clearly generated by the circle. Limit this and this. इसकी लिमिट तो है 1. इसकी लिमिट में क्या डालेंगे y0. जब y0 डाला तो x की वैल्यू क्या आ गई √2. और हमें यहाँ पे x एक्सिस का मीनिंग y स्क्वायर को सब्जेक्ट बनाना होता है. नाउ इंटीग्रेटेड with the limits of √2 and 1. They want the exact answer. तो इसमें हम पाई लगाएंगे तो पाई बाहर आ जाएगा, 0.3 बाहर आ जाएगा. Find the expression for the exact perimeter of the shaded region. अच्छा, now this is also an interesting question. This is sector of a circle. This is 1, this is also 1, this is pi by 4. 1 means 45 degrees. Part C. So S is equals to R theta, लेकिन R नहीं मालूम आपको. Opposite hypotenuse. √2 is my radius. S is equals to R theta. R क्या है हमारे पास √2. Exact expression बोलिए, so I'm meaning I will leave it like this. Now this entire thing is √2 and this thing is 1, so this is going to be √2 minus 1. Now what is this length? This is 1. You add all of them. Let's move on to another question. Okay, this is also an interesting question. Are shown in the diagram by calculation, so you can clearly see this is an intersection point. In place of y, I will input this entire equation. Okay, so now this is the tangent और मुझे ये equation बना नहीं सकती. Now how do I find out? Now this is the tangency point which first I have to find out. So that I can also find out the radius of the circle. So this is x plus 1 the whole square plus y minus 2 the whole square equals to r square. We don't know the radius of it. And this r point is x comma y, which lies on the line. So r is basically x comma 3x minus 20. Okay, you know the gradient is 3. Question number 19. Alright, so x is going to be 67 upon 8 and y is going to be 3x minus 20. Y value is 41 upon 8. Center is minus 1 comma 2. No, this is some value problem. Okay, so this is the tangent. Can you say the midpoint of AB? This is the midpoint. अगर हम ऐसे भी करते हैं तो ऐसे भी हो तो जाना चाहिए. ये गड़बड़ करी यहाँ पे. minus 1 minus x. Now y is equals to 3x minus 20. Y is equals to 3 into 6.5 minus 20 gives you minus half. So this is our point. Our point is this. C point is minus 1 comma 2. Find out the distance RC. The whole square plus minus 0.5 minus 2 the whole square gives you under root so this is going to be x 62.5. So this will become after squaring 62.5. That's my final answer.